Happy New Year, Virgo. Welcome to your 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. As always, I just want to remind you to check out the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you a bit more specific details than this very general sun sign reading. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you is to schedule one with me. I do those on Skype. It's $65 for a 30-minute session. The new year can certainly be a good time to do that. And I then connect with your energy and we can talk about how these are general issues are playing out for you. Just drop me a line at the email address below this video or in this video if you want to set up an appointment. I also just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone for liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos, and my regulars who I talk to, often. You know who you are. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. So, also I wanted to mention that I am thinking about offering an online rune class. If this is something that you would be interested in doing, drop me a line at that same email address, and if I decide to do it, when I have the details all worked out, I will email you the details. And if you're already contacting me to set up an appointment, just mention also in the email that you would be interested in the details about the rune class. And probably be around February if I do that. So I just wanted to let everyone know. But let's jump in and see what's going to be going on for you in 2015, Virgo. The tarot wanted to go first. So they wanted to do January through June. And then we'll be looking at the runes for July through December in the essence of saving time, because these are longer readings. I've already gone ahead and laid these out. So let's jump in and see what we are getting for 2015 for Virgo. I feel like at the beginning of the year, I feel like a lot of you have been go, go, go. And this is probably because of the holiday season. But, it may be a challenge for you to just rest and relax, find a chance to take a break. And Virgo, definitely, if you can do that, especially rest your mind. Because there's so much stress, especially if you were hosting the holidays at your home. I mean, there's so much stress associated with that, and having everything ready and having guests and people coming in from out of town and picking people up from the airport and whatever you had to do. Your mind may not know how to slow down after that. And you're ruled by Mercury anyway, Virgo, so it's always a bit of a challenge for you to get your brain to take a bit of a break or take a rest. So yeah, I mean, you may need to just slow down and have a break. Maybe it's just kind of this lull. Maybe it's like, oh my God, here I was so busy and now I have nothing to do, and I hate that. So, you may be trying to stay busy to keep your mind off of something, Virgo, if there was something, worrisome going on over the holidays, or if there was some emotional milk that got spilled. Whatever that may be, or maybe it's just the fact of the lull, that, everything was so exciting and now you have to kind of deal with the new year, and your mind has nothing to focus on. So not bad for a challenge for the first 6 months of the year here, Virgo. But I do recommend that you do take some time to relax here. Now, let's see what else will be going on for you. And I apologize for the gunfire. For those of you that don't know, I live near the police academy, so it's so soothing, the sound of artillery fire. Let's see what else is going to be going on here. Virgo, some of you may be dealing with, and this kind of, again, this energy, this needing to take a break or getting your mind to quiet down is something that, may color all the first 6 months of the year. So it may be something you have bouts with. It may come in and out, where you just need to quiet your mind. Maybe, your mind's going too fast and worrying about everything, and you're not getting enough time for rest. Or maybe you have insomnia. Some of you may be dealing with that the first 6 months of the year. You may be worried over some sort of no-win situation, Virgo, and it will be different for all of you the way this plays out. But I will say you have a lot of relationship runes going on over here for the second half. And So, I mean, you may, and this may be what's worrying you, you know, you're in a deadlock with someone, you're not happy about a certain situation, but there seems to be no way to resolve it. And this may be causing you disquiet. This may be causing you issues. With the moon card reverse, this can sometimes signify somebody who is numbing themselves with drug or drink, or with any kind of an addiction. It can also be somebody who's having mental health issues and not seeking treatment for it, not taking prescribed medication for it. They're not dealing with it in the correct way, and so it's kind of taking over, causing them to be irrational. Now, this could be you or somebody else, Virgo, and again, it'll be different for all of you, but maybe it's everybody. Maybe everyone's being irrational. And because nobody is seeing this situation or dealing with this situation in a rational way, there's no solving it. There's no solving it. So until somebody kind of recognizes, oh, hey, you know, maybe if you quit the drugs, you would have the clarity of mind to solve this situation. Until people recognize that and do it, there may be no dealing with it, Virgo. So if you're dealing with somebody who refuses to kind of get help, seek treatment for whatever their issue may be, you can't, there's no resolving this situation. You can't fix it. If it's another person, you can't fix them. He or she has to fix themselves. So do not try to fix this person, Virgo. I feel like you've been doing that for a long time. Many of you. It's not working. And for those of you, if this is you, I mean, you may find that people who've been trying to fix you will come to the end of their rope and leave. Because again, these energies can always work both ways. This person who's been trying to help you and you keep rejecting them or not accepting their help, they may leave. Help that's going to be available to you is that I do feel like there's going to be someone who can help you. And for some of you, this may be a doctor, this may be an addiction specialist, or maybe you talk to somebody who can help this other person. Now, this coming up as the King of Cups. This is normally a water sign guy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And so he may be able to help you deal with your own issues or someone else's. Now, another way this can work is that someone that you thought, again, a water sign male, someone that you thought was a decent person, you find out was not. And for many of you, some of you, this may be a boss or somebody connected to a coworker, somebody connected to how you make your money. This may be somebody that you thought was being honest with you, but then you find out he was not. He was presenting himself in a way that was not true. However, it's coming up as a help to you that you find out about this. So for some of you, this is a work situation. Maybe he has been undermining you in some way. I feel like you will find out from two women who themselves are not the best people because they're coming up in the reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that's another earth sign like you. So another Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. But in the reverse, she's somebody who's greedy. She is somebody who is very stingy with her money. She's not generous either with her affection, her time, or her money. However, on herself, she will spend lavishly to the point of, you know, draining the bank account, especially, you know, as long as it's not her money. If it's her husband's money, she's, you know, she's very free with the money. And we also have the Queen of Swords coming up in reverse. And she's an air sign normally, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. In the reverse, she's somebody who can be very harsh with her words, hurtful. She may deliver hurtful news or say hurtful things, or, you know, be very dishonest. So now these two women coming up in the help around this King of Cups, Virgo, tells me that even if you get information from women that you don't necessarily like or trust, the first 6 months of the year, about a King of Cups, about some kind of work situation or a work opportunity that is not going to come out, not going to pan out, this is actually a help to you. And if an opportunity does not work out and you got the news, maybe you interviewed with all 3 of these people and you didn't care for the 2 women, but the guy you thought was on the up and up, and you find out that you didn't get this is actually a help for you. Any new job opportunity that falls through the first half of the year, just know it's falling through because there's something better coming up for you, Virgo, in the second half of the year. I see big shifts and changes for most of you in the second half of the year, a chance for you to move on, cut your losses and move on from either a relationship or a work situation that's not working out. So yeah, it turns out maybe that whatever this job opportunity is, those of you who have interviewed and are trying to get a different position in the first half of the year, just know that anything that falls through, it's not something you would have been happy at anyway. Maybe you would have been working with these 2 women and would not have been pleasant. But yeah, I do feel like even if you don't trust these people, they have some information about this King of Cups that's going to be pertinent to your situation, and you should really listen to them. There's at least, it may not all be true, but there's at least a grain of truth in what's being said or what you hear about here. What can't be changed the first half of the year? Sorry, sometimes it just takes a minute. I feel like I'm getting a message here, but I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, this is very complex, so bear with me, Virgo. There seems to be something coming up regarding a water sign. This is the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is normally Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer woman. In the reverse, she is somebody who is emotionally manipulative. She can play the victim a lot. This could be somebody that you feel is stealing something from you, but ultimately she's freeing you from something, Virgo. So now this can work again the other way. Maybe you are a bit of the Queen of Cups. Maybe you're playing the victim card, Virgo, and taking something you think you want or gaining something you think you want when really it's not gonna be the win that you think it is. So Virgo, what can't be changed? If you feel like somebody has stolen something from you or deceived you in some way, particularly a female water sign energy, but it can be a male water sign. Again, those energies are interchangeable since I'm dealing with so many people, so it can be male or female water energy we're talking about here. There's something karmic going on here. So karmically, this is even though it feels unfair, it's karmically fair. This is a past life situation, whatever this is. And this could be a romantic situation. This could be this job situation. I feel like these are connected in some way, these two. Your help and your what has to be accepted for the first half of the year. So yeah, whatever this is, you're gonna feel like somebody deceived you or misled you or even stole something from you, but in reality, you're winning. You're winning. This was karmically supposed to happen the way that it's playing out. Now, Virgo, yeah, you may feel someone is sneakily deceiving you. And, you know, you may be tempted to be sneaky and deceive someone, Virgo, but just know, karmically, you're going to lose if you do that. It's never a good idea to, you know, try to steal something that belongs, something or someone who is with someone else. I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this is a triangle dynamic in a relationship. So avoid being sneaky, Virgo. You don't have to stoop to that. I do feel like if you just wait, anything hidden from you is going to come out. But you have to be willing to face the truth. And you can't be numbing yourself with any drugs or drink. Now, I do feel like, you know, children are going to be a big part of, you know, what brings joy to your life the first part of the year. So some of you, this may be your children. Some of you, this may be you're working with children or you get a job working with children. And this kind of ends a, you know, a situation where maybe you were feeling kind of helpless in some way. So maybe this puts an end to this feeling, you know, put upon, or like someone took something from you. Well, no, you've got, you know, you've got all this joy around young people. Those of you who have been trying to get pregnant, I do feel like you know, you could have great success with this in the first 6 months of the year. So definitely get on it. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, there may be a new perspective that comes through. So yeah, if someone has told you that something is hopeless, don't listen to them, because I feel like there's a new approach to this, a new way of looking at this. So yeah, a lot of just really nice moments with children, a lot of fun, especially in the first 6 months of the year. They're going to kind of be your light. You know, whatever may be going on, whatever else may be going on, you know, children and young people. And maybe for a lot of you, this is just getting back in touch with the young side of yourself, maybe pursuing interests that you used to, you know, be really involved in as a kid, or going back to a creative interest that you had as a kid. Summertime is going to be really a rejuvenation as far as your energy, your drive, and yeah, a lot of special moments with kids. There could also be a new love for those of you who are single, or those of you who are ending a relationship. There could be a new beginning, and it could be somebody that you knew when you were a child. So this could be a bit of a nostalgic relationship, maybe your first love, and you reconnect with this person. So with the Six of Cups, that's always a possibility, that you run into someone that you knew when you were a child, or from a long time ago, a puppy love kind of situation, and you kind of reignite that. But whatever it is, it's going to make you feel very positive about the future. But the second half of the year, Virgo, your challenge is going to involve a situation that it's either delayed or it may be a permanent split. So for some of you, this could be a divorce, or it could be that you are finally walking away from a relationship. It does not have to be a romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be a marriage. This just could be an association that was detrimental to you. Could be a job, you know, separation from a job. So that's going to be the focus for you. The second half of the year is an ending, but so you can start a new beginning. And it ultimately is an ending that's beneficial for you, because you've done all you're supposed to do with this person or this situation or this job. However it works out for you, Virgo. This is again, it's karmic. It's supposed to be happening the way it is, no matter how it came about. And there's going to be a new influence in your life. So those of you who are leaving behind a relationship, there's a new love relationship or a new friend or someone coming in, or an old one being reignited. That was actually a positive, someone who was a positive influence coming in. And it's going to be a gradual thing. And that's what the runes are advising, is that you just take things a step at a time. Don't be overeager to hurry. Or push things forward. Just kind of take it day by day. And you know, you're very protected by your spirit guides. All the time we are, but particularly in the second half of the year, I think you're going to feel them pulling you in one direction, particularly when it comes to relationships. I think you're going to know who needs to stay and who needs to go, and who to kind of, you know, welcome in, and who to kind of, you know, go on. Help that's going to be available to you is that you'll finally be rid of a stubborn person. You won't have to deal with them anymore. Or a situation that was just, you know, never going to change, and it was detrimental to you. It was not serving you, and it was not serving you in any way, or your advancement spiritually. So yeah, this could be a person or a situation, but whatever it is, you've done all you're supposed to do together. You're moving on. You're letting go. What can't be changed is, yes, there is going to be a new partnership for you in 2015, Virgo. So I'm happy to tell you that. And there will be justice in any relationships that are ending. So that, you know, that means actual legal justice if you're getting divorced, but also karmic justice. So now justice can work both ways depending on who was right and who was wrong. But just know, whatever the outcome, it will be justice. So, you know, we feel like it's not when we're on the losing end of that, but, you know, it's different for everyone. I think for most of you, though, it feels like you are owed compensation, or you are owed a payout. You are owed something for everything that you've put up with. And those of you who are deserving, you will get that. Some of you may be moving next year. You may be moving and or changing jobs, or both. Because again, remember, we have this, maybe this opportunity that you want that falls through, but it's because something better that comes along. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with divine timing. Maybe if you would have taken this job, you would, you know, of course, wouldn't still be looking, and you wouldn't even have known about this other one that's going to be, you know, awesome for you. Maybe you're not even thinking about moving in the first half of the year, but then the second half of the year, you can't wait to move, and this job comes along that offers you both opportunities, you know, a new job and a move. So those of you who want to move in the second half of the year, I feel like you should look for jobs in the locations that you want to live. Some of you may take a trip at the end of the year. You may, you know, or towards the end of the year. And this may be a bit of a dream trip. Maybe this is something you always wanted to do, and this person you were with always poo-pooed it or never wanted to go, or, you know, that kind of thing. And finally you're free of this person, and you're like, I'm going. Or finally, you know, the end of this relationship frees you to do something or make a shift or change that you'd been putting off, because maybe you were hoping this would work out, but then you kind of see clearly that you're done with that, and you fully move on. This new relationship, whoever comes in 2015, I feel like it'll take about a year to fully get to where you want it to go. But by 2016, you could, you know, have a marriage, another marriage. If you are ending one, or if you've never been married, you could be married in 2016. And you could meet the person that you're going to marry in 2015, Virgo. So, but what I'm feeling is really, really necessary is that you clean out, if you still haven't done so, because this has been a theme for you in 2014, Virgo, clean out anyone who is not serving you, who does not have your best interest at heart, who is only draining you, using you, lying to you. You've got to get rid of those people to make room for this new person to come in, this new influence that is divine. So no matter how connected and karmic you think this relationship is that you're in, and it is, because anyone we're intimately connected to is a karmic relationship. This is someone from a past life. But this new one coming in is as well, but in a good way. So it's time to kind of reap the benefits of a good relationship. So Virgo, this keeps coming up for you because apparently some of you are not letting go of a situation, and you know, it may be even holding you back at work, in your job. Maybe for some reason you just don't feel motivated to look for a new opportunity or change your job situation. Whereas this year, if you can get this negativity out of your life, this negative person or these negative influences or these negative addictions, if you can take steps in the first part of the year to remove all of that, things are going to zoom forward in the second half of the year, Virgo. So rest in January if you can, and make a plan, you know, for how you're going to move things forward, and where you want to go, where you want to see yourself by the end of 2015. I do hope that was helpful. It was so nice to talk to you again. I'll be back here in February. As always, until then, enjoy the new year.